What's up? How to truly be happy. That's what we're going to be discussing today. How to truly be happy. And thank you to everyone who purchased the ebook yesterday. And thank you to everyone who joined the live. Be doing these more regularly, obviously because you guys want it. But today we're going to be talking about how to truly be happy. And one of the resources that I'm providing to everybody is the ebook that I dropped yesterday called Love Yourself. Love Yourself. 15 keys to learning to love yourself more. I talk to a ton of people on almost a daily basis about their lives, about how to move through, change things in their lives. And one of the biggest issues that I find is that there's just not a lot of self-love there. It's just not. And so until you learn how to truly love yourself, it's going to be a challenge. One of the chapters in the book says, change what you think and you'll change your life. We have become so bombarded with trying to impress others and trying to live a life that others could be proud of, that we've forgotten about ourselves. And by the way, if you have a question, leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer it. About anything, I don't care. Yesterday, we had some great questions about relationships, about success, about children, all of that. I'll be happy to answer your question for you. That's why I'm here. That's what I love doing. I love pouring into you that way. But if you change how you think, you will change your life. Now, I'm going to tell you something else that's very important for you to understand. You'll hear people say, well, I'm not interested in hearing what you have to say. I want to see what you're going to do. That can get you in trouble, because let me explain something to you. Now, I'm a guy, and I know the Bible a little bit, right? Here's what it says. It says, out of the abundance of the heart, out of the abundance of a person's thinking, they will speak. Their mouth will speak. How you doing, A? Hey from Pittsburgh. How you doing, Pittsburgh? Their mouth will speak. Out of the abundance of the heart, and not this heart, you're thinking. Out of the abundance of the thinking, your mouth will speak. So if you want to know how a person's going to act, if you want to know how a person is going to treat you, you want to know how a person is going to respond to something, listen to them talk. I said this yesterday. I can ask you 5 questions and tell you almost everything about your life, how it's going to go. Because your answers to those questions will tell me how you think. And how you think is a direct reflection of how you're going to act. It's simple. So, question number 1 will be, are you happy? Are you happy? Right? Are you? Are you happy? And when I get the answer to that question, I can tell you which direction we're going to go in, or you're going to go in. I'm happy, right? What does it mean to be happy? Right? It means to be content with wherever you are, with whatever you have. I'm not saying that you are satisfied with what you have. I'm not saying that you don't want more. I'm not saying that you don't desire to go higher in your life. But if you are unhappy with what you have, if you cannot find contentment in what you have, you will never be satisfied with more, ever. You won't. Money is not the thing that'll make you happy. Having money, you think that makes you happy. When you get it, you'll want more money. You got to learn how to be content. And most people are not content because they are chasing approval from others. That's the thing that people are chasing. They're chasing the approval of others. And this book, click the link in my bio. to get this book. It's called Love Yourself, right? If you truly want to be happy, it is going to begin with you learning to love you, period. In my case, big nose, bald head, gray beard, all that. You are going to have to learn to do that. And this book will help you for sure. There's another resource that I have. Click the link in the bio. It's called the 30-Day Success Journal. 30-Day Success Journal. 30 days to success. Every year at the beginning of the year, January 1st through January 30th, I go through 30 different keys, right, that help you to set your life up, your year up, your month up, your quarter up, set you up for success. Get that journal. You can go over it month after. And a lot of people do that. They will start it in January. They will repeat it in February, March, April, and you will see the improvement in your life. I was talking about years ago when I started a weight loss journey. I was overweight. When I say overweight for my height, 5'9". I was 210 pounds. I was traveling the world, singing. I was a business owner. I was doing a lot of different things. And I didn't like the way that I felt. I've always liked the way that I look, but I didn't like the way I felt. And so I went on a weight loss journey and I lost 35 pounds and I felt a whole lot better. And my life has not been the same since. But what I've learned is it takes time, right? I didn't gain the weight in a day, so I'm not going to lose it in a day. In order for you to change your life, you have to change one thing at a time. Stick to it, right? One thing at a time. So my 30 Days to Success journal have you tackle one thing every day. Like day one is get yourself a dream. I tell the story about my oldest son. He was a very good football player in high school. Very good football player. And my dream for him was for him to get a college scholarship and go play college football so he can set his life up and have some choices. And so he went through high school and, I stayed on him. We searched to try to get some scholarships for him. We got some scholarships for him. And after his second year, his first year was a struggle, not on the football field, in school, in college, it was a struggle for him. And he's a smart kid, a man now, but after his second season of football, he quit. And he came home and said, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to go to school. So I was okay with that. Played 2 years of college football. But I asked him why. He says, well, Dad, truth is, I never wanted to go play college football. And I asked him, why did you do that then? He says, because I knew it was what you wanted for me. I said, son, you should have let me know that. You can't live my dream for you. You have to live your dream for yourself. And think about that. Whose dream are you living right now, right? Whose dream are you living right now? Are you living the dream of your parents or somebody who you're trying to impress, or your husband or your wife, or whose dream are you living? Who? Is it yours? Is one of you created? Are you doing what you want to do in your life? Are you? Right? Because if you're not going to be happy. You are not. My son was miserable and I understood why. My intent was not to pressure him to go play college football. My intent was for him to go to college so he can have a better life. That's what I wanted for him. But that's not what he wanted for himself. So I said to him, chart your own course. Go your own way. Create your own path. Whatever it is, I accept it. I don't care if that means you decide to live under a bridge. I don't care. I love you, and I love you enough to respect your decision to do whatever it is you want to do. In your relationship right now, are you living the dream of your spouse or your significant other? Or are you living your dream? Somebody asked me that question today at work. I told them, I said, when I met my wife, my dream, when I met my wife, we were both single. My dream was to be married. My dream was not to be single and bar hop. No, I'm a family guy. I'm a husband. And my desire is to build a family and legacy, right? That's what I love doing. So I said, if you want to, be single for the rest of your life, and hey, I'm not the guy for you. We can have drinks and all that good stuff, but this will be the last time we're gonna hang out. Life ain't bad when you put it in God's perspective. We can discuss that. What does God want for us? What does he want for us? In terms of the contribution that we make to this world, to this earth, right? What does he want for us? Right? He wants. One of the things I know, one of the gifts I have is I'm a gifted teacher, right? That's what I do. I'm a speaker. I'm a speaker who writes. I'm not a writer who speaks. That's why, when you get my ebook, click the link in the bio. When you get the ebook resource, it's gonna sound like me and you are sitting down talking to each other. That's how I want it written. I don't want it to be too scholarly. I want you to understand. Like, if you ask me a question, and by the way, you can ask me anything. I don't care what it is. You can ask me any question. I will answer it. And it's not based on the 20-year-old me. It's based on the 56-year-old me. The experiences I've had in relationships and business and parenting and managing others and making money and losing money and all of that. You're getting the 56-year-old me when you get these books. There's a couple of books that I'm writing that I want to tell you guys about. One, I'm writing a book right now called Intimidating. The 10 reasons why people are so intimidated by you. 10 reasons. And one of my coworkers asked me, where do you get all this content from? I said, because I lived it. I can tell you exactly why. Here's one. That's going to be coming from that book. I'm going to drop that book, Intimidating. I'm going to drop it July 1st, the 4th weekend. Here's one of the things when we talk about intimidating, right? The word intimidating is having a frightening, overawing, or threatening effect on people. You are intimidating, right? Here's how you know. People are intimidated when you walk into a room. And people don't understand. What do you mean when you say that? People are intimidated when you walk into a room. And you don't understand why. Why are they looking at you all sideways and hating on you? And why, right? Because you are intimidating. You're frightening. Well, what are they afraid of? Your confidence, right? You walk in smiling. You're happy. You're confident, right? You are happy-go-lucky. You're not worried about nothing going on in the room. The entire room has their attention on you. They're looking at you, and people don't like that. You ain't do nothing. You just walked in, right? You just being yourself. You're confident. You're happy, right? You're living your life. You're being you. You're doing you. You're not trying to step on anybody or talk about anybody. You are just confident. What is confident? It is a belief in oneself outside of anybody else. It is a supreme belief in yourself. I believe in me, whether you believe in me or not. That's confidence, right? And when you walk into a room and people see that, they're threatened by it because they don't have the same self-confidence. And this book is going to cover 10 of these areas. So when you walk into a room and you see the intimidation, you see people sidestepping you and standing off from you, you see people don't want to interact with you, you hear people talking about you. Who does he think he is? Who does she think she is? What where they come from. What are they doing here? Who are they, right? Because you're just there to enjoy yourself. You're going to be able to recognize, oh, okay, they're threatened by my confidence, or they're threatened by my looks, right? Sometimes when you walk into a room, you're the prettiest thing, the most beautiful thing, the most well put together thing in the room, and all of the attention gets on you, right? It goes to you. So people don't like that. Intimidation. That book is going to be out July 1st. It will be out. It's called Intimidation. Click the link in the bio for ebook resources. The books you can get right now. And I encourage you to get my 30 Days to Success journal. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. We buy Apple Watches. We buy iPhones, tablets, MacBooks. We do those things to sometimes entertain ourselves, right? Invest in yourself. What does it mean to invest in yourself? It means to take care of yourself today so that you can benefit from it in the future. Right? I was talking to a couple young men yesterday. And one of them is going into the U.S. Navy, and one of them is just getting their certificate to become a loan officer. And I said this to them: every time you make money, every time you get paid in the Navy, when they pay you every 2 weeks, every month, you are to take 10% of that and throw it into your future. What do you mean, Daniel? What do you mean? I said you're going to invest in yourself. You're going to take that money and you're going to invest it, park it somewhere where that money can begin to make you some money, and you ain't going to do nothing with it for 30 years. You're going to just do every month. You're going to do that for 30 years. You're going to invest in yourself. You're going to take care of you. You know what I mean? You need to take care of you. Invest in yourself. So when I tell people, get the ebook, what I'm trying to tell them is, look into your future and ask yourself, what do you want your life to be? You are going to have to invest in yourself. Get content based on a person's having walked that path. This ain't something I research. This is something I live. When I tell you love yourself, when I tell you I can tell you what that means. Every chapter in this book is something that I have had to fight through. I have had to work through, right? To learn to love myself. And this is what I teach and train and speak on and coach people on all day, every day. And it is the number one reason why people are not happy and not living the life that they want. It's because they don't love themselves. So I encourage you, click the link in my bio, get the book now. The 30-day success journal is $8.99. The book Love Yourself is $11.99. If you knew that $11, $12 would change your life forever, would you get it? There was a book I purchased back in 2002. I was trying to become $1 million seller in a business that I was in. And I got this book at a half-price bookstore, right? By a guy by the name of Todd Duncan. And within 6 months, I had never sold more than $300,000 in a year over 10 years. In 6 months, I became $1 million seller. That book, the information contained in that book, and that, by the way, that book cost, I think it was on sale. It was a half price bookstore, so I think it cost me something like $7.99, $8.99, something like that. That book transformed my ability to be able to sell and offer and understand, what it is I was trying to sell to people, right? At that time, it was entertainment packages, but it helped me to understand that, and it changed and transformed my life. It's a resource. So I spent $8, right, to generate $1 million. And that's all I tell people to do. Just get a book. This book, this is my life, right? I mean, so I'm asking you, you got to make sure that you are investing yourself into the future. And that's important. Loving myself has been a game changer. Just Laugh Kelly. You inspired, legit. Thank you. You said, and it was right because my mom was this way as well. So I could never get away from these kind. You could never get away from what kind? Help me understand what you mean. Just laugh, Kelly. Right? Because again, I want you guys to learn and grow. But look at the videos on my page. I want to listen. I don't want the biggest thing that people don't understand is why people hate on them so much when they don't even know them. I had somebody tell me years ago. I think it was in 1999. You know, you're going to run into people and they're not going to like you. And I'm like, listen, it's not that I want people to like me, but I ain't trying to make people hate me, right? I said, why you say that? He says, because man, there's a light on you. And they don't understand where that light came from. It's just a light on you. Sometimes when you have gone through the fire, when you have gone through the fire, there's still a glow on you. And people are intimidated by that. Your experience is intimidating. Your having gone through tough times and made it out on the other side without being beaten, broken, damaged, and tore down, that shines a light. It makes you more confident. People are intimidated by that, threatened by it, frightened by it. You walk into your job. One of the chapters in the book is one of the reasons why people are intimidated by you is because you, even though you're not trying, you threaten their position. What are they here for? Why did they have that person? Why did they hire that person? Why is that person here? Are they going to take my job? Did they hire that person to take my job, to take over? Am I not? Then they start thinking, am I not doing a good enough job? Why didn't they come and ask me to do that? You know what I mean? You are a game changer. You are an intimidator, and people are just frightened and threatened by you. And this book is going to open up your eyes, your ears, your mouth. It's going to open up your thinking to help you understand. Damn, this is why these people act like that. And it's going to help you. Years ago, I started a job at a company as a director of operation of 2 business units. I was traveling 5 hours one way for that job. I would leave my home Sunday night or early Monday morning just to drive 5 hours and go. I got an apartment down in that other city. I worked in that city for the week. And at the end of the day on each Friday, I would come home. I was just only spending the weekend. And my boss told me, Dan, I was just doing my job. My boss said, man, I was a director of operation. He said, this VP, you got to, hey, man, just kind of, try to bring it down a little bit. Bring what down? You're moving too fast. You are making too many big changes. You are making too much progress too fast. What? You brought me here to change things. And you're telling me that my changing things is not a problem for the company, but it's a problem for the people who have been here for many years, right? And he says, man, I said, well, what's the problem? He says, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, they're just intimidated by you. When you'll notice when you sit in meetings, it seems like they want to attack you, but when they say something, you have an answer for it. Yes. I mean, I'm not opposed to people coming at me or saying things that are opposed in terms of thoughts regarding what. Let's all work and grow together, but we're here for one goal, and that's for all of us to grow and go higher, right? But how you doing, Green Eyes? But he said, man, you got to tamp it down a little bit. So when you get in those meetings, don't answer questions or act like you don't know. Dumb yourself down is what he was saying, because people are intimidated by you. And I said, I can't do that. You're asking me to be somebody that I'm not. So if I have to be that to have this job, I'm out. I'm out, man. I'm away from my family for the whole week. to come down here and deal with this? No, sir, I'm not doing that. And that's you. That's your life. That may be part of your life. You walk into a club, or you walk into a restaurant, or you walk into a room, you walk into wherever, and people automatically feel threatened by you. And you don't know why. You're intimidating. In the book, I'm going to talk about what is the root of all intimidation. The root. The reason why. What's the root? What's the reason why people hate your guts and they don't even know you? Haven't had an opportunity to talk with you, sit down with you, right? To gain knowledge and from you. They see that you're nice and shiny, but they don't know that you've been burned through the fire. They don't know that. That book, Intimidating. It's called Intimidating. Let me get to the title. The 10 reasons why people are intimidated by you. These are my 10 top reasons. And I'm going to go down. That book is going to be released. I'm speaking into existence July 1st. In the next 3 weeks. But in the meantime, go to the store right now and purchase the ebook resource, Love Yourself. That ebook was released yesterday. I spent the last 3-4 months writing it, getting it all ready for you. It's a resource to help you go higher in your life. If you have a question, please leave it in the comment section. It's called Love Yourself. 15 keys to learning to love yourself more. So Jay Queen said they don't think they can match your energy. That's true. And Gazaro says because they see something in you that they don't have. Absolutely. Listen, when we see other people, there's 2 things that typically happen. We either see what they are or what they are, what we are, or what we are not. That's what happens when we see people. When you are confident, when you believe in yourself and you are not prone to comparing yourself to other people, people are not a reflection of you, because you realize that they completely different, right? They somebody else, different experience. You are who you are. Your experiences have made you who you are, and you good with that. And you can appreciate who they are, their uniqueness, and all of the nuances that they are, right? You can appreciate that because, again, you've been tried by the fire. You've gone through some pain. You've overcome some things, right? So you're not threatened by or intimidated by people who have confidence and look good and have done something. You're not. That ain't you can care less because you've been through the fire. But people who haven't, and they see you and they are seeking the approval of others. When you walk into a room, they're like, who the hell do she think she is? Who does she think she is? Does she not know that I've been here for 10 years? Does she not know that this is my spot? Does she not know that I am the boss's favorite? And then you walk in and you're getting all the attention and they're like, oh, shoot. They're threatened because they think, well, my position is about to be taken by this person. And you're not even thinking about them. Not at all. Not at all. You're just there to do a job, go home, and have you a nice glass of Merlot. That's what you're there to do. Right? That's what I'm doing. It's enough room for all of us. Every one of us. Gazaro, you say, I'm in that situation right now. Trust me. The other day, person I work with was talking to another person that I work with and said, hey, that person is going to come to you and they're going to ask you, for your advice because they're not going to go to Daniel. They ain't going to Daniel. And I said, well, why you say that? They said, because they know you know your stuff. And they know that if they come to you sideways with some BS, you'll call them on it. Not that I'm going to call them out. Not that I'm going to try to put them down. But I'm an expert in my field, right? So you can come and you can say whatever you want to, but I'll have, if it's not correct, I'll give you a rebut, right? That says, no, it should be this way and here's why. I'm not just going to tell you should change it. I'm going to tell you why it needs to be changed and why the result is going to be different if we do it this particular way. People don't want to come to you when they know you know your stuff. They don't. They don't want to come to you. So they will much rather go around you, talk about you, put you down, talk behind your back, right? That's what they rather do. Go get this ebook. Go get this ebook. Love yourself. 15 keys to learning to love yourself more. When you love yourself more, you're going to be happy. Just click the link in the bio. That's all you have to do. Click the link in the bio and you'll be able to see the resources that you can grab. And again, this book is going to change your life. Right? Because my life is a result of it. All right. What questions do you have that I can answer for you? Relationship questions, success questions, anything. What questions can I answer for you at this time? Somebody asked me in the DM, what kind of wine do I like drinking? I like red wine, whether it's summer or winter, especially in the winter. Merlots, Shiraz, red blends, something dry, woody, that kind of situation. What kind of wines do you like drink if you like drinking wine? What kind of things you like doing? So, J. Queen Neek, you say, I intimidate my men. What can I do? So now I want you to listen to me, because a lot of women, you got to hear me. Why do you think a man is intimidated by, let's change the word, they feel threatened by you? You're a woman, they are a man, you are not in competition with each other. Why? Let's have this dialogue. Why do you think men are intimidated by you? Why? Because I don't think they are. I think it's something else. And I'll tell you what it is, but I want to see your answer. If you want something bad enough, you have to work hard to accomplish this. Okay. So, J. Queen, all you women, listen to me. Men are not intimidated by you because of your masculine energy. They are turned off by you. Okay? Just like you would probably be turned off by a man who had feminine energy. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but if they came to you, answer this question, Queen Neek. If they came to you with feminine energy, how would you feel? Would you be accepting of it? Would you think they were soft? Would you be attracted to it or not? A man, most men, are turned off by women who try to be masculine, right? Strong-willed. That's okay. You right? You try to do things that men typically do. And I'm not saying you can't do that. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But if that's the energy that you're portraying, men are turned off by that. They're not threatened by it. They're not intimidated by it. They're turned off by it. I was having a conversation today. Somebody was asking a question. What do men want? 3 things. Almost every man, at their core, the basics of every man, from a woman, a person in their life, They want somebody to support them. When I say support, I don't mean financial. I mean to get behind them and be their cheerleader, right? To get behind them and say, go, make it happen. If that's what you want to do. I don't know anything about it. Make it happen. Number one. Number two is they want your respect. They want you to honor them, right? For who they are. And number three, if it's men, what they want is they want sex. Those three things, right? If you give that to a man, you good, right? He doesn't care about your money. He don't care about your career. He doesn't care. That stuff is not what turn men on. My wife has a very nice career. She makes good money, but I don't give a damn about that at all. I am not turned on by the amount of money that my wife makes. I'm not. And I don't rely on it. As a man, my job is to be the provider, and I work my ass off to try to do that. So men don't care about that, right? What I care about is love, support, respect, sex, right? That's most men. And I'm not saying every man, but those are the things that we typically aspire to. So when a woman comes to a man with all of this masculine, manly energy, trying to control, and he's not intimidated by it. He's turned off by it. How can I turn this around? So the answer to the question is, number one is you have to understand what men really want. Okay? They want you to respect them. What is respect? The word respect really means to hold in high esteem, right? That doesn't mean that we have it all together. But my wife respects the fact that I know about cars and how to change tires and oil and clean her car and cut the grass and all of that good stuff. She also respects the fact that I know how to cook and clean and wash and all of that good stuff. And I can manage my money and all that, right? She knows about that, right? She understands. She respects. She holds that in high esteem. She's thankful for it. So she gets behind me. She supports me. If you want to write books, baby, write books. If you want to speak on TikTok, speak on TikTok. If you want to go speak around the world, go speak. I got your back, right? And then we make love. That's it. So the way you turn it around is you got to understand what he wants from you. And I just gave you the foundation. Start there and be that for that person. Be that for that guy. If you listen to me, Queen Neat, if you're not, they are not going to be attracted to it. It's not going to happen. It's not. It's not going to happen. So you got to make sure that you are that. And men, right? You have to be the thing that you are. And that is the provider. I ain't saying you got to make $1 million a year or whatever. You can make a world of difference making $15 an hour, right? You can, if you know how to make that money stretch, you can do something. There's all kinds of things that you can do. Now, Nick, I hope I'm understanding you correctly. Are you saying, when you say you got beat up, are you saying that a man put his hands on you physically, or was he verbally abusive? Or tell me what you're talking about there, because I want to understand what you mean when you say you did that in the past and all you got was beat up. I would say that you did it for the wrong dude. I wouldn't call that dude a man. He a boy. He's a boy. Because no man has to exert his strength, his power to a woman by putting his hands on her, right? If that's what he did, or verbally abusing her. I don't have to show my strength that way. I show my strength by going out and making some money, taking care of my family, making sure the bills are taken care of, and supporting my wife, and this is how I explain it. My job is to make life easier for my wife. That's my job. and my daughter and my sons when they were in my care. So I'm encouraging you, don't think that you're masking your femininity with masculinity is intimidating to men. It's not. It's a turnoff. And I understand what it is for you. It's a wall. You're putting up a wall, right? And you're looking over that wall. You're trying to tell these guys, wait a minute, what's your intent? What do you really want, right? And if you really want me, tear down this wall in front of me and that prove to me that that's what, no. Pull the wall down, be yourself, express what you want. Don't fall for the okie doke. You know, listen to what he has to say, watch what he does, and then make your decisions at that time about whether this guy's worth your time or not. But men are not intimidated by a woman's masculinity. They are turned off by it. So, Queen Neek, then the bottom line is you had a boy. You did not have a man. You had someone you wanted to become a man. You were trying to help become a man. You ain't got to turn a man into a man. A man is a real man. I've been a man since I was 16. At least I thought I was. I've tried to be responsible since then. You ain't got to turn a man into a man. What you're trying to do is you're trying to raise a boy, 30-year-old, 40-year-old boy, and try to make him into a man. Real men you don't have to go through all that with. You get behind him, you support him, and he will do everything that he can to make sure he makes you proud. Okay? So Gaza Rose says, how about if he motivate and encourage you to be what you want to be? You want people like that. Listen, my wife will come to me and say, I'm designing this or doing this, and I get behind her. I want her to be all that she can be. When my wife is doing what she was designed or created to be, she's happy. I want her to be happy. Doesn't mean I agree with it. I want her to be happy. I'm going to get behind her. I'm going to support her. I don't give a damn about her money. I don't care about that. Keep it. I don't need it. Don't want it. You understand? I want her to be happy. I want her to do what she loves to do. Because when you're doing what you love to do, if I give her room to do what she loves to do, she's going to be happy. And that's what a woman wants in her life from a man. She wants a man to help her to experience happiness, right? So again, I don't ever want people to, you talking to a guy, I've been married, I'm 56 years old. I've been married for a total in my life of 35 years. So 21 years of my life, I was not married. So 18, going through school. So really 3 years of my adult life, I have not been married. I know about relationships. I coach and counsel people and motivate people in relationships, both personal relationships and professional relationships. How to deal with a shitty boss, how to deal with a shitty husband or a shitty wife, right? Excuse my language. But I know about relationships, right? And Miss Rose, thank you. Listen, I'm here. I'm here for you. I appreciate it. And I know you said thank you for your time, and I appreciate you for your time and you listening as well. But I want what's best for you. I'm going to ask that you guys go to the store right now. Stop what you're doing. Just click the link in my bio and go get this book. I would appreciate your support. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. This book, Love Yourself, will change your life. If you go purchase it now, you can download it right now and you can start reading it immediately on your tablet or on your phone or on your computer, you'll be able to start reading it right now, right? You'll be able to go through it and read it. And it's going to give you keys. These are 15 keys, right? That help you to be happier in life, to love yourself more. And the more you love yourself, the better you can become, or better you will be for others. The happier I am with me, the better I am and more available I am to my wife. And then the 30-day success journal every year, at the beginning of every year. And I encourage people to do it in the beginning of the year. And then I tell them to do it the second part of the year. So you got January, February, March, April, May, June. So July 1st, you do the 30 days all over again and see what kind of results you are going to have, right? It's the 30 days to success journal. It is one change every single day for 30 days. You got to commit to it, right? Just like weightlifting or working out or eating right, you got to commit to it. And over time, if you make those small adjustments, what will end up happening is you'll start to see results. You'll get results in your life. You'll be a different person. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want you to understand. So stop what you're doing right now. Go get this book. I will be on tomorrow again. I got a book that's coming out on July 1st called Intimidating. The 10 reasons why people are intimidated by you. I want to unlock that in your mind. So when you walk in a room and you see people looking at you sideways, you can automatically recognize it and say, oh, they're just bothered by my confidence. You know what I mean? So I would appreciate your support. Make a commitment to yourself and your future. Stop what you're doing right now. Go order the book right now. If you have a question and I did not answer it in this live, leave me a comment on one of my posts or go to the Q&A and I will answer your question immediately. If you decide to get a book and you want to leave me a message via that website, I'll be more than happy to answer. I answer every question. Me. Not my assistants, not my team. I do. I answer those questions. Every chapter, every word in this book was written by me. I wrote every single word, or whatever, spoke the text, every single word. And I'm doing this because I want to help you succeed in life. That's the only reason why I'm alive. Is before I die, I'm going to help as many people up as possible. So the answer to your question, Country Turtle, yes, you can print the book and you can put it in a binder. That's what I do with almost every single book that I actually write. So this is Love Yourself, right? You can print it and put it in a binder. This is the book, the 30-day success journal. You can print it, put it in the binder. You can, so July 1st, I'm going to go back to this 30-day success journal and I go through it myself, right? I will write in it because I want to get better every 6 months, every 3 months, every week, every year. I want to get better and better and better and better. And by getting better, you become happier. You make more money. You have more solid relationships. People start to fall out of your life, right? Click the link in my bio, Nick. Just go up to my bio, click the link in the bio. You will immediately see it. If you purchase it right now, you can download it right now. You ain't got to wait for it. You can purchase it right now. It'll come to your phone. Your email will start to go to your phone or your tablet, and you can print it out. If you like the printed copy, print it out, put it in a binder, keep it, put it in a binder, buy it for yourself, buy it for somebody else, and I will be here tomorrow. Listen, we're going to talk more about intimidation, loving yourself, how to be happier. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.